Good evening YouTube, and welcome to Punkaharju in Finland. This is a ridge area that was formed during the Ice Age, pretty much, and it's a really nice place for tourists to visit in Finland. It's very close to the Russian border in southeastern Finland. But the reason I'm here is that I wanted to do my own test drive video. A couple of years ago I was looking on YouTube for videos about some early 80s American cars, because I was in the market for one, and I found this whole scene of people making videos of their cars. And now that I have my own, and it's in pretty much the shape that I want it in, I wanted to do my own as a tribute to all the videos that I watched back then. So this is my car. This is a 1981 Cadillac Fleetwood Brougham d'Elegance. So it's the top-of-the-line personal luxury sedan from Cadillac at that time. The Eldorado was, of course, even more luxurious. The Seville was more expensive, but it was actually smaller. I bought this car from Cali Auto Brokers on eBay in 2009. It's a one-owner California original car, so as you can see it's in pretty decent shape despite being exactly 30 years old. There's absolutely no rust anywhere, and the vinyl roof is in okay condition. I've waxed it with a special coat, so it's quite shiny at the moment. So it's got the 6-liter L62 engine, which originally had the modulated displacement system, but as that system works really poorly, it's been disconnected, so it just runs on 8 cylinders at the moment and has digital fuel injection. So let's pop the hood and see what's under there. So this is the beast. I've had to replace the compressor for the air conditioning, and also all the refrigerant had come out, which usually happens when the compressor goes. But apart from that, nothing except for the wires has been touched. I replaced all the wires. I, of course, exchanged the oil and all the transmission fluid, brake fluid, etc. to make it safe. But apart from that, it's pretty much in original condition. So maybe we'll start it now and see how it sounds. And well, in here we have all the standard equipment. There's the MPG Sentinel, which is an early onboard computer. It's telling me doing 16.5 miles to the gallon, which is not bad. I was doing 17 on the highway. And that's the automatic climate control. It's set at 70 Fahrenheit at the moment, which is of course nonsense to a European, but seems to work at around that setting. That's the clock and radio symphonic sound system. Here we have the wiper delay and the light switch with auto dimming, Sentinel lights, and then the cruise control. I've rarely driven this in the dark, so there's supposed to be an automatic switching system for the lights. 64,747 miles. It had 59,000 miles on it when I got it, so I've done close to 6,000 miles on it with absolutely no problems. And there's a thermometer there. The mirrors are heated and you can adjust them from here. This is for the driver and that's for the passenger side mirror. Also, if you open this up, you see that there's a button to open the trunk. You can also see my iPod and cassette adapter there. In the back seat, you can see that it's rarely been used. And the rear window there, I have the scale model of the car, and then I have a Commodore VIC-20, which is a story in itself. It was my first home computer, and as it was brought out in the same year as this car, and I thought it would be nice, I actually bought plates that say VIC-20 for this car to make it a bit special. And there we can see the trim level, which is, to my understanding, just about the highest. The only option I've seen that this car doesn't have is that there was a sunroof type of thing available, which one car on the internet has, and this doesn't. Not that I really miss it a lot. Okay, let's buckle up and go for a short drive. Okay, headlights are required in Finland, even when it's not dark. So let's switch them on. Then we put it on drive. As you can see, it automatically disengages the parking brake. And oh. Here we go. So the L62 engine has about 140 or 145 horsepower and 330 something Newton meters of torque. So it's not actually a race car by any means, but it runs nicely, and the engine has no trouble moving the car. Like some of the later models that I've heard about were not quite enjoyable in terms of performance, but this runs just fine. You can keep up with traffic and even do the occasional overtake on the highways. Even though Finland has quite a scene in American cars, especially these 1980s full-size cars are not yet much of a thing, but well, I wanted something that is big enough for my entire family of 4, and that one that's obtainable with a standard salary, more or less, and one that you can still find parts for. And well, the Cadillac really ticked all the boxes, so I decided I wanted one, and I'm really happy with it, because sometimes the cars turn into nightmares, and then you end up fixing them more than you can run them. But with like standard maintenance, this has been a really good, even daily driver, if I wanted to do that. But I've taken every effort to keep it all original, so there's only GM parts, except for of course the filters and such, and only American oil and transmission fluid, etc. So it should run pretty good. Okay, let's give it a bit of gas so we can see the explosive performance. So now we're at a standstill, and this is full throttle. Okay, gets up to around 35 miles an hour reasonably quickly, but like I said, you wouldn't win any drag races with it. Okay, I think that's about my test drive of the 1981 Cadillac Fleetwood. Thanks for the inspiration, YouTube, and I hope I get more videos of the 1980s classics later on.